Hi, my name is Tammie Harris with the Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm. Come on in and let me tell you a little bit about who we are.
We help you move with purpose. Purpose means different things to different people. It could be generational wealth. It could be finding a home for your family to move into. Or it could be investment income. After 18 years as a family therapist, I decided to start selling real estate. I got my real estate license and became a broker. For the past 13 years, I've been happily at it. You may say, Tammie, why now the Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm? I'll tell you why. After 7 years of owning my own team, I decided I wanted to take the approach to train, mentor, and develop realtors to become their best selves in this real estate game, to serve clients with a spirit of excellence. At our firm, we offer a professional touch, a warm smile, and a deep knowledge base to help you complete your process. And we always start with the end in mind, and that is to keep you on purpose with your real estate goals.
Absolutely. Yes, I am here. I am excited. I am Tammie Harris, Dr. Tammie Harris, and honored to be with our friend, the visionary himself, Dr. Prophet Reverend Anthony D. Shannon, and all of my cohorts who are on this platform today to talk about Leaders Live Generously. So super excited to be here. I got on my red because I'm going to be coming in hot. That's one of my themes in life. I love Lecrae. I'm coming in hot, believing that the Spirit is going to lead and guide me to share some nuggets with you all on today. So I'm going to share my screen and jump right in on the slideshow. So today, again, I'm going to be sharing today winning fearless with a mindset to millions. Yes, yes, yes. Living fearless with a mindset to millions. You've already seen a little video of what I do and around the real estate world. Been doing it now for 18 years. That video was a couple of years old, but just super excited. Have had the opportunity to walk on red carpets and make a massive impact in the real estate world. So super excited on a full brokerage firm, and hey, we're killing it in the game in the Raleigh-Durham Triangle research area. So a little bit about myself. Today, as I share Mindset to Millions, to live fearless, I'm going to basically share my story in the next 15 or 20 minutes or so. A little bit about myself, daughter of sharecroppers from Eastern North Carolina. I say this often, I say it humbly. I've lived on a farm. I've lived in the trailer parks. I've lived in the projects, but praise be to God, I've had an opportunity to also live in prominence. As an adult, young child and adult, I've moved a total of 28 times. Not so much because my family was military, but because my parents were so poor that once we moved from the farm, we would move to urban areas. And because they had not a lot of job experience and education, we would get padlocked out because they didn't have the income, the affordability. So, but I'm proud to say, as an international missionary, when I think about Leaders Live Generously, and I think about this summit, I think about I've had an opportunity to build tiny homes in South Africa, 16 thus far, along with a playground in memory of my children in heaven. Kayla was stillborn at 23 weeks, and Jason was a miscarriage, and I excitedly talk about them and share how I was able to build a playground in their memory and also a soup kitchen in South Africa. Oh, what joy. Oh, what joy. I've pastored for 10 years. I'm a chaplain and just super excited about all God has done for me. And I think I've owned about 13 homes myself. And so I live generously so that I can teach, train, and help others to do the same. I am a coach, a 3 times best-selling author, and I help women get to their 6 to 7 figure income monthly, yearly, whatever they decide. But my question to you today is, how far do you want to go? This summit and the other speakers that are coming, we're here to train, to coach, to teach, to motivate you to get to your new next now. That's right, I said it. That's a word that I believe God has given me in this season. How do we get to our new next now? How far do you want to go? Write that down. How far do I really want to go? I want to tell you, don't allow fear to hinder you. You can get there. If you don't quit, you win. Let's talk a little bit about fear. We know we want to experience a mindset to millions, but what hinder us from getting there? Sometimes fear. I've heard someone say fear is false evidence appearing real. So what ignite our fear? Emotions, triggers, behaviors. We have to learn to gain control of our emotions. So when fear comes, we know how to put it to sleep. Absolutely. Fear cures more dreams than failure ever will. I want you to understand that. I remember one time being afraid. I remember one time not understanding that beauty could be found in the most frightened places. I was a single mom, newly divorced with a 5-year-old in hand. I moved to an entire new city. I started a whole new career 18 years ago as a real estate agent in the Raleigh-Durham Triangle Research area in North Carolina. And I just thought, man, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? You see, I had to be open to the possibility that in truth, there's nothing left to fear. What are you afraid of? You want to live life generously. You want to move outside of your comfort zone. You must be willing to find the beauty in the most frightened places. I want to talk a little bit about winning. I always say I win, 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 no matter what. So what are the benefits? The benefits in winning, it increases your confidence. I remember being this little girl in Eastern North Carolina. I didn't, um, you know, younger years had a stuttering problem. I didn't speak clear and it made me insecure. I flunked the 5th grade, had a lot of obstacles in my way, but I had a praying grandmother. I had a grandmother that told me, you're going to do something great in life one day. And I believed her. And those are the kinds of things, words from my grandmother, reading good books encouraged me to understand that my confidence could be increased. What are you reading? I want you to write that down. What am I reading? I read things like Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, The Laws of Success, Napoleon Hill, Norman Vincent Peale, The Power of Positive Thinking, How to Have Influence with People, Benefits of Winning Fearless. You have greater resistance and your ability to bounce back based on what you've already been through. You must be willing to have professional growth to increase and to enhance your creativity. I want to encourage somebody today, as you're listening to the leaders in this great platform, Leaders Live Generously. I want you to dream big, set goals, but I need for you to take action. Let's don't keep talking about it. Let's don't keep posting about it. Let's don't keep saying breaking news coming and there's no manifestation. So I need for you to dream big, set goals, and take action. But in order to do that, you must know your value. What on earth were you put here to do? I understand as a leader that lived generously, I understand the power of my why. Why was I even put here on earth? I understand that the power of fearlessness is me tying into my why. And we're going to talk about that in a few moments. But I want you to understand that during high pressure situations, avoid impulsive reactions. We have to get out of our emotions. We have to get out of our own way. Emotional intelligence is so important. We must maintain calmness. We must respond with thought, even when we are afraid. I want you to win big. Focus on your own end game, your own finish line. I say often to my coaching students, what people think about me is none of my business. And one of my students said, well, is that actually true? Because you are a leader and you exemplify a certain mindset that you want people to have. After all, you are the mindset to millions coach. Doesn't it matter what people think about you? Absolutely not. Let other people do whatever they want to do and even be willing to have patience and give people grace. But the reason why I say that, people have become so engrossed. Think about social media. Somebody make a post. It is 30 people on a post making comments about something that they know nothing about. They see a picture and they make all assumptions, and half of them are not even accurate. That's why you have to run your own race and finish your own game. I want you to build strong relationships. Teamwork really do make the dream work. How do you do that? You got to invest time in people. You got to care more about people than you care about things. I love a nice drive in a nice car. I love a cute pocketbook. Most people who know me know I love some cute pocketbooks. And yes, I love to shop. But I do understand that me investing in people more than things bring relationship building and teamwork. In order to live generously, you must be willing to have positive relationships. You must be willing to show interest and appreciation for others who contribute to your life. Are you supportive? Do you understand that when people face challenges, they need people like you in their corner? In order to live generously, I want to encourage you to develop social skills. Be great at communicating. Communication is everything, even in your body language. Are you leaning forward when someone is sharing with you their story as if you want to hear it? Or are you leaning back with your arms crossed, like, hurry up with the story? Eye contact. Are you able to give good eye contact? If you're going to be a leader who leads generously in thought, in action, and in deed, you must learn to express yourself clearly. I love to talk. I get loud. I get excited. But can I come into the room and keep the vibration up in a way that's not offensive, in a way that people receive it and they gravitate to me? Or do I come in a room just to get my point across? We must be respectfully. We must be respectfully being able to share our thoughts and ideas, but to hear others' thoughts and ideas as well, while we're being receptive to feedback and open to other viewpoints. I want to say that one more time. Can we be receptive to other viewpoints the people that are on your team, the people that are in your organizations, the people that are in your companies, if their viewpoints are different from yours, can you be open? What are some strategies for winning fearless? I recall a time when it was a place in my life where I said, after a divorce, now becoming a single mom with a 5-year-old son in hand, what would I do if I wasn't afraid? So I had to identify my fears. What would people say if I moved from one city to another city as a single mom with a child, and in this city, which was Raleigh, Knightdale, North Carolina, close to Raleigh, North Carolina. I didn't know anyone here. What would my family say? What would my friends say? I had to identify that fear and make the decision, if I'm going to get a new career in real estate, which I've been successfully at it for now 18 years, I had to challenge my fears. I had to make a decision that when I built that home in Wake County, I realized nobody knocked on my door or rang my doorbell to say, Tammie, here's food for you and your son. I realized that I had to be willing to get out of my comfort zone, surround myself with greatness, other realtors that we were seeing that they were killing it in the game. I had to set goals, and I had to practice self-care. Self-care sometimes is not being worried about what other people think about you. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, but be afraid of not even trying, because you owe you. As it relates to success, you could not find a single person on the planet who became successful overnight. That's not how success works. You got to be willing to put in the work. I'm so glad you asked. Dr. Tammie, how do I put in the work? I'm going to share a few more things with you in my closing. I want you to learn to practice emotional intelligence. I said that earlier. If we could do that, man, we can win all kinds of awards. How do you do it? You make sure you understand that some things is not just about logic. It's not just about ideas and thoughts, but you have to recognize that decisions can be consequences on every occasion. Any and everything that I do, there is a consequence attached to it. And therefore, I have to govern myself accordingly. I'm from the South. In the church, when they read the announcements, they say, govern yourself accordingly. So even in my emotions, I have to realize that if I want a winner's mindset, I got to govern myself accordingly. So what do you do to develop a winner's mindset? Well, first of all, and I've said it already, you hear me repeating myself, you must focus on your own game, your own finish line. Stop comparing yourselves to other people. It's called imposter syndrome. You're comparing, you're looking at other people, assuming that they're better than you are. No, ma'am. As one of my coaches said, no ham and no turkey. You have to understand that God made you in his original plan and idea, and you are good enough just like you are. So be willing to be patient, to build yourself up so that you can focus on your end game. Meaning, what is your why? My 5-year-old son used to be my why. I wanted him to own a home. I wanted him to go to college. I wanted him to grow, develop, and change. He's 23 now, bought his first home at 19, went to real estate school, worked some with the stock market. He has a LLC, doing what it is that he needs to be doing. But over time, my why changed. Sometimes you start out with one reason why you have a why, and it shifts. Then my why became my parents. My mother had a chance to purchase 2 homes for her. She's getting ready to move into another beautiful opportunity, luxury condos for, 62 plus, mom's 70 something, but she's living her best life. And it's part of my why. And then it shift and change. Taking care of my dad. I'm having an opportunity to do that as well. Then I had grandchildren. So it's about my children's children, my Gabby and my Gracie. Do you see where I'm going with this? So what am I saying in a nutshell? I want you to understand the power of a winner's mindset. It gives you an opportunity to know that you can believe in your dreams. Why do you want to win? You want to have a winner's mindset, not just for you and yours, but for those who are outside of you. I want to encourage you that you are able to do exceedingly abundantly above more than you can ask, imagine, or think, according to the power that worketh in you. And so I know that was quick, but I want to say to you in my closing, you can reach me at Tammie Harris Coaching if you are looking and desiring to earn 6 to 7 figures in your business. Reach out to me, whether you're a real estate agent, a physical therapist, you own a cleaning company, or you own a lawn care company. Reach out. And then if I can assist you with real estate in any state, even internationally, check my website out, TammieHGroup.com. And I can be reached at TammieHGroup.com. And of course, I'm on all social media platforms in the old-fashioned way, 919-418-1376. Again, you have been with Dr. Tammie Harris, Tammie Harris Ministry, Tammie Harris Coaching, and of course, the Kayla J. Community Foundation and Tammie Harris Real Estate Firm, Leaders Live Generously Summit 2025. God bless you. Make it a great day, and I'll see you at the top. Bye now.